Hail to thee, my kindred. I hope you're all having a wonderful morning, afternoon, evening, and night, wherever and whenever you are. I did not stream yesterday, and today's stream is not going to be all that much exciting, for I have very little to do because I kind of forgot to, you know, I forgot to plan things. That's what I ought to do today, probably. It would be smart to do that today, considering I didn't do it yesterday because I just took the day off to rest from stream related activities. It's not too bad though, not all is lost. I have a couple of ideas, although I don't know how I could potentially display, that's not the right word, put into practice those ideas. There we go, that's a better way of putting it. Better way of putting it. Gonna look for another playlist like I always do whenever I just do these just chatting streams. I gotta pull my mic to be a little bit more up. There we go. I also have managed to figure out a way to actually balance my microphone so that it doesn't lean forward because of its own weight and try to fall off from the armchair. I just like tie a little counterweight onto the little part where I twist the kind of like, I don't know what to call it. It's not a knob really, but twist a thing to keep the actual arm part that's connected to the C-clamp from moving around. Which, you know, took me a couple of minutes to figure out. Because I was like, oh yeah, I have a bag. I can just put a little weight in here or something that just weighs a certain amount and put it on the other part right on the knob there to let it hang from there, and then boom, there you go. Counterweight. Counterweight. Now, as for what I'm gonna plan for the week, I guess I technically already have like one thing already shorted out on the entire week, or two if you count Sunday, because Sundays are supposed to be the the show planning days. Wednesday, I think I'll play Underrail on Wednesday like I did the last Wednesday. Then Sky on Friday. Sunday we'll just show, do whatever. Monday, Tuesday, well today's Monday, so don't need to plan for today, I guess. Need to plan for tomorrow, Thursday, and Saturday. I think a demo came out for a game that I was keeping an eye on. I don't know how long the demo is for. I don't think it's too long. I think it's like an hour and a half from what I know. So there is that. Ugh. I could go looking around and see if I can find a game or two on itch.io. Or check if I have any in my backlog here. Let's see. I don't know what this one's about, so let me look this one up. 6 cats under. I think this one's supposed to be... Yeah, this one's the point and click, but I don't know how long it is. It's probably on the shorter end. At least I'm gonna think it's on the shorter end of things. What about the other ones? And I'm already yawning. Okay. What about this one? Right, I remember this one. This one is definitely a short one, so it should be in the folder that designates it as a shorter game. Where's that little folder when I need it? In my eye. Ow. Okay, something happened to that folder. I may have just straight up erased that folder. That's fine. I'll just leave it there then, or make a new one, and just call it shorter games. There we go. Put this one in there. Probably put 6 cats under and there. I thought I already erased this one, so I'll do that now. I do have DDLC, but I don't know if that's the full game because I got it. I downloaded the one that was on itch.io. I know it's on Steam probably as well. Actually, let me look that up. It's probably on Steam. There's no way it's not on Steam. What the hell was that game called? Okay, I got it. I remembered. Okay, this is Plus, not the original. I mean, what's really even the difference? I cannot speak. And why is this random bundle $42? $42.73. Then there's another bundle. Okay, you already have 1 out of 2 items in this bundle. What's the other item? How am I supposed to know I'm even getting a deal? I mean, I guess it's technically still 10% discount. Let me scroll back a bit. Okay, so the original is free, but then if you get the the plus version, that's $13. Gotcha. I still would like to know what the difference is. I don't think it really says here. I guess it is what it is. Do I know how to spell? Odd question for me to be asking myself at this moment, but it is one that needs to be asked, and I don't know why I breathe like that. I breathe like I run out of oxygen. Way too often. Like, it's always like, you know? I don't know how to not do that. And I know you can. Alright, I do not understand why the stream just cut out for a second there. Just the bitrate just decides to die. Good on it, I suppose. Let it do whatever the hell it wants. I don't care, as long as it comes back. Wish it did, thankfully. It's not one of those days where it just decides to shut down for a good 15 to 30 minutes. Internet's just been wonky. Wonder if this has anything to do with with the outage last night. Or I should say this morning. I had like a little power outage that just flickered twice, and that was it. Just went away, came back, then a minute or two later, flickered away, came back. Which was disruptive, to say the least. I was, hanging out, hanging out, watching whatever the hell I was watching. I just went to bed afterwards, though. When that happened at first, I was not willing to deal with all that. And there's my eyes. It feels like there's something in my eye, but there isn't. I miss having some tea. I've not had tea in ages at this point. I need to get like a variation of teas. Just a couple, you know, just a couple. A couple here, a couple there. Not that many bags of tea. I'm fine with getting 20 of whatever different kinds. It's better than nothing. Better than nothing. I gotta figure out if there's any kind of tea shop near me. It would be kind of cool to see if there is. Why does it feel like I speak too low? I don't know. Bleh. What was I doing again? Schedule. That's right. Okay, what do I got in my library that I haven't played yet? I know there's like two or three games I've not played yet, for sure. I guess I can play one of these. Then I'll have to figure out if I can. What's the word? Because I've got an idea for a stream, but I don't know how to actually do that. Actually put it into practice. Because I don't think I've ever even seen anybody, well, not that, like, it's anything crazy, but just, like, I don't know. I don't know what I'm trying to say. My communication is very bad. Very, very bad. Okay, where's the other game that I thought I had? Unless I'm just blind and I can't see it. I might just be blind. Would not be too unusual. I saw it there for like a second. There it is. What's it called? So that I can type it down. Hypna. Da, da, da. Okay, there we go. I'll play this maybe on a Saturday. I just gotta remember to actually download it. As for Thursday and Tuesday, I still don't know. Maybe tomorrow we can just play some. Actually, no, playing some Omega Strikers during the week is always a struggle because there's barely any people to match up against. Yeah, I got nothing. I've got nothing. Damn. How can this even be? How can this be? Maybe I could play synthetic again. I kind of like, I'm okay with playing synthetic off stream, but like on stream, I don't know. It doesn't feel like a good game to play on stream. At least for me. Because it simply requires too much brain power. I already played that one. Okay, played that one like a long time ago. Weird. There it is. The other one I was looking for. Got it. I think I'll actually save this one for after I finish this other one, maybe. because they're all kind of similar games. Are you enjoying your unemployment lives? Am I, Yuki? Am I? I do not know if I describe it as enjoyment, but I am certainly here. I am certainly here, Yuki. I am certainly here. How are you doing? How are you doing? You little bundle of joy. Little bundle of yogurt. I don't know what the yogurt should. I don't know what that I meant by that. You should enjoy? I mean, maybe. You're a nice character. I'm a lovely character, aren't I? A lovely, handsome, courageous, brave character. I hope you're having an alright Monday. My muscles, they ache. My shoulder muscles. Because 2 days ago, I decided to do 20 push-ups in one go, and that hurt. Because I hadn't done push-ups in forever. You're having a Monday? Fair enough. It is Monday, so I'm not expecting anything too crazy. Mood swing Monday? That is certainly... You can make that a thing, you know, if you want. You can make that a thing. Yay! Is that a sarcastic yay? Or an actual yay? That's the question. I wanna... Why am I reminded of just random memories of people rolling up a bunch of paper towels in the public restroom, wetting it, and then just throwing it at the wall? Could be both, since it's Mood Swing Monday. True. True. Yeah, you know what? This is what I like about you. You can think outside the box, Yuki. You're real smart like that. I'm an in-box thinker. You think outside the box. That's very good. Very good. I don't know why I said good, like, kind of cut off, you know? Good. Like I said, a very, very, very finale. People with schizophrenia think outside the box. Yeah, but they think outside the box in a way that's probably not too fun or good for them. I'm talking normal thinking outside the box. Not the possibly not too good thinking outside the box, although I suppose there may not be too much of a difference between the two, depending on, I suppose, various factors that I am not knowledgeable enough to comment on. Only making vague allusions to things that I have no clue about. I suppose you would think, I mean, not think, you would know better than I on that, no? Cans. Cans. You ever had the urge to, like, smush a can, you know? Because it's, like, made out of metal, but it's not strong metal unless it is. Sometimes it's weak metal. Other times it's like, ooh, this one's strong, you know? That is a lot. Why they just don't stop thinking. If you see a head sneaking out from behind something, you assume there is a body behind something. They assume there could be anything or nothing. A horse, a bug, a tree. Sounds about right. Sounds about right. I'd say that's right. Let me reread that actually. let me read that again. Why they just don't stop thinking. If you see a head sneaking out from behind, from behind something, you assume there's a body behind that something, okay? They assume there could be anything or nothing. I see, I see. See, reading things twice is very good for me. I understand what you mean 100% now. That sounds a little scary. I'm not gonna lie. That sounds kind of scary. But I suppose that's kind of the issue at hand, no? Oh, my chest. It's cold. It's cold. It's cold. Why is it cold? Why is it cold? I'm just a little guy. I can't deal with this. I'm not built for this. I'm not built for it, Yuki. I'm not built for this weather. El pescado can maybe hold on because it's a fish, and fish are known to live underwater when the water gets icy, and they're fine, you know? But me, I'm not gonna be fine. Schizophrenics are good for games with secret walls. You see a wall with blood on it, a bit more than usual. You walk past. They see one, they investigate. I mean, I suppose. I mean, I've never really watched a schizophrenic game. It could work that way. But I feel like just having, in general, little gamer instincts is gonna essentially equate to the same conclusion. I wonder if anybody's actually done a study on that. Do they play puzzle games better because they check out for more things? You've watched a schizophrenic game, Psychopomp Gold? Fair enough, fair enough. You are an eyewitness with, what do they call it? What do they call it when, like, it's evidence, but only evidence in the from, like, one person? He found all the secrets from the first try? I mean, how many secrets are there? I don't remember how many secrets there were in that game. It's impressive if he did, though. I probably took a lot longer in finding even one secret. I'm thinking about, now that you mentioned Psychopomp. Has there been any news about the potential sequel, I suppose, assuming there's gonna be one? About eight or more keys, you think. There are all needed for the true ending, so can't miss even one. I see, I see, I see. Do I remember? Okay, yeah, that sounds familiar. Ah, man. A key, right? It's a bunch of keys. Right, because insert. Yeah, okay, I remember the keys that you're talking about. Yeah. There's 8? Oh my god, I just realized, I don't think I ever actually found all the keys. I think I found, like, one key only, and then I never found any of the others. When I remember, I think it was the one that was in the hospital. Like, I found it, and then I got it, and then I never found any other key. And that's, like, it. I just didn't bother. I didn't bother with it. Probably because I forgot that the keys were even a thing. Holy jeez. Maybe I should get back to it sometime. It is, October, and Psychopomp is kinda horror-ish. Oh, there are 6? I see. Not 8. 6. I still only ever remember finding 1. Maybe. Unless I'm once again forgetting that I maybe did find. I would have to check the VODs to see if I've actually found all of them or none of them. Quick Kowalski analysis. Ay. I should run around in that game again. Maybe at some point. What time is it? Not time. What day? Oh my god, it's October 13th. It's not Friday. We didn't have Friday the 13th. That's sad. How often is Friday on the 13th of October? Huh. I just thought about that. Because I feel like it's rarely on a Monday. Feels wrong that it's on a Monday. Feels weird and strange and superstitious that it's on a Monday. And I don't know why. I cannot explain. It simply is odd. Somebody's done something, and I don't know what. They fucked with the calendars. I know it. It's in my veins. I can feel it. Yuki, you're the only one here. And I, unfortunately, have to bite something. Don't fuck calendars. I I I don't think anybody's gonna fuck the calendars. Fuck with them, sure. But fuck the calendars themselves? Nah, I don't think that's happening. I don't even know how you would do that. It's paper. Or I suppose stone, depending on which kind of calendars we're talking about. Either way, not really fuckable. No biting you? Pretty please? Please? But there's nobody else here. Alright, no biting. Unfortunate. You bite, you don't get bitten. That's not fair. That's not fair at all. How come you get to bite, but not get bitten? That's just simply unfair. Unequal. No representation. Wait, no, that's the wrong. That's the wrong thing. I don't even know. I just whatever. When you bite, do you poison people? Are you venomous? Is the Yuki venomous? That's a good question. I feel like there's a fair chance that the answer is yes. It depends. Why would you be venomous? Why wouldn't you be venomous? Think about that for a second or two. You may find out more about yourself than you ever thought you could. Like, maybe you just think it's cool, and then you just become venomous. Or you just, I don't know, pull a... I'm trying to think of some character that transformed into like a something. Like that guy from Spider-Man who tried to regrow his limb and then just became a lizard guy. You're not toxic nor venomous. You are poisonous. Poison. Different thingies. I see. Poison. Poison is if you are eaten. No, that is toxic. No, well, I think the Jolly confuses himself. Poisonous. Yeah, poisonous would be ingesting it. No, well, You know what? Disregard everything I say. I'm as you know, not capable of thought. But that's why you come here. That's why you come here, ladies and gents. To witness my glorious befuddlements. In your... All your what? All your what? Where am I going with this sentence? Yuki, I think I need to read a dictionary. Should this just be a dictionary stream? I just start reading You start reading words. Start relearning things. Why am I getting like warm now? I'm getting like warm and I don't know if it's because I'm embarrassed. I think that might be it. I'm getting embarrassed of myself and I'm getting warm because of it. Beep, 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 beep. Pears. It's been forever since I've eaten a pear. I don't like pears very much. I think their texture is like strange. Toxic is when if you contact in any way you get toxins. Ah, so poison venomous is when you get bit. Yeah, okay. So I was kind of right. I was right. Poisonous, if I bite you I die. Yeah. So you are poisonous. No nibbling you because you are poisonous. So sad. Because what if cute animal comes up to you and gives you a little, little animal kiss and then it dies. That's not nice. That's sad to think about. It's gonna go bleh. That would be toxic, but you said poison. Poison is when they ingest a little bit of you. And if animal lick you, they ingest a little bit of skin from your skin. Not because it's getting ripped off, but like, because the dead skin cells and whatever. Like if you lick a poisonous frog, you don't gotta eat a poisonous frog to get poisoned. You can just lick it and then you get poisoned. Not necessarily. Platypuses are poisonous. Oh. Huh. I didn't know that. I mean, I guess they do have, like, their weirdness. They are already odd little critters. I do wonder why they exist, but maybe I should not ponder such things. I should be glad they do, for it makes life a little bit interesting. Living in paradise as a platypus with your little platypus eggs in the sand. That reminds me of sea turtles. I like sea turtles. They're cool looking. They do tend to not live a lot though. they do tend to perish when they're babies. That's terrifying. Imagine just you're born and then you're living the Normandy experience. that's that's sea turtles for you. You're just born in Normandy essentially. What is that supposed to be? That's just a dog. It looks so tired. I like those dogs. They're tiny and floofy, tiny floof balls of various behaviors. Some of them are very friendly. Some of them are not very friendly. And I feel that, being a small creature in a big world makes you want to bark at things a lot. Makes you want to be all big and scary, or I guess little and scary, so that the big things that are scary don't come near you. That reminds me. Actually, it doesn't remind me of anything. I lied. I lied on the internet. Guys, am I gonna get, like, arrested? You're evil and scary. We've discussed this a million times before, Yuki. You are not evil. You are not scary. You just need sleep. That's all it is. You're not evil or scary, and that's the end of it. You have no proof. You have no you have no evidence. You have no claims. Why? Because you simply have not presented believable evidence to the people. You just call me small and you say lies about me, but that doesn't make you evil. 'Tis the way of life. Not all things can be scary and evil. You have proof? You launched me off the mountain. You launched me off a mountain to death and peak. I mean, yes, but that was funny. That was funny. It's okay if it's funny. It's okay for the bit. That's how we if it's funny, it's not evil. If it's not funny, it's evil. But if it's funny, it's not evil. Or so they say. Ah, don't you humph me? You know what? You can humph all you want. Because it means I am speaking the truth from my heart. My heart of hearts. My heart goes out to you. Like a wet balloon filled with water. Except the water is warm. Because it's blood. Because it's my heart. And I guess the heart would also be wet with warm blood. You know, the more I think about this, the more gross it is. I'm gonna stop thinking about that. My my heart goes out to you like Elon Musk. Precisely, precisely. Oh, I forgot about that. Oh, Jesus. What is this song? Whatever. It's 6 minutes. I'm not listening to this. There we go. Can do weird. Why did I speak so loud? Weird question. You know how fish have organs? Put on go hang music. I don't even know who or what that is. Maybe after this one. But fish have organs, and people eat the organs of like land animals. So do people also eat the organs of fish? Like the livers and whatnot? The heart? The kidneys? All that stuff? Because I've never heard of that happening. Like, I feel like that isn't ever something you hear about. Maybe it's not worth eating, you know? Maybe it's like so little or so hard to collect in large enough quantities that unless you just get a fish yourself and decide to eat its heart or something, that's not really a thing. Do not mind my yawning. It is simply the sign of my age, I guess. I do not know. In your world, fish is just meat. You watch them being skinned and their organs being scraped out before cooking the fish. Right? Like, that's what happens with most fish. But I'm just wondering, like, if the organs ever get consumed. Maybe not. Like I said, maybe it's like just if you only get the fish yourself and you decide to eat the stuff inside. So I'll for now we'll put a pin on that and say no. Which I believe it is a fair assumption to make. I feel like I need to give myself a more accented voice, more proper, more posh. What was I gonna look up? This one has forgotten. That's alright. Spotify, that's right. Spotify. When they spot my thigh. I have found Go Hang music. Who are they and why are they called Go Hang? Do they hang out? Is that why they're called Go Hang? That is wholesome if that's the case. If not, Put on Meat Carcass Evaluation. What a song name. Meat. Damn, I can't spell. Meat Carcass Evaluation. Let's see if that's on Spotify. It is indeed on the Spotify's. Little dance. You can dance if you want to. But that one shall be next. I'm literally just playing music from a Spotify playlist called Warrior Cats Warrior Cats Map/PMVs. Because I was curious if anybody had made anything like that, any playlist like that. It's trout. It is trout, Shoko. It is very much trout. And how are you, Shoko? How goes it? How goes it? I want to try and like talk like this for all of stream. El Pescado. That is true. It is called El Pescado. That is its name. Spinning trout. El Pescado. You also have that thing. It looks like it's caramel dancing. I don't know. I'm gonna play that next after this song. Can the song play? There we go. You are alive and you do decent. That is well and good. Fang. Yes, that thing. That thing is like that one Pokemon that is the minus version of the one that's the plus version. Such a cute song. I don't know about that so far. This is an interesting cover art that they have there. How am I doing? I'm doing alright. I'm just goofing around for today. Because I was supposed to plan, like yesterday, you know, Sundays is my like chill planning days where I schedule stuff for the week. But I forgot to do that. So I'm supposed to be doing that today. And instead, I'm just conversing about God knows what. We were talking earlier about... Well, once again, Yuki has reminded me of the differences between poisonous, venomous, and toxic. We were talking about... Well, it was mostly a question from me about whether people eat the organs inside of fishes in the same way that they eat the organs out of, like, deers and other land creatures. Because, like, you never hear about people eating fish kidneys, you know? What else did we talk about? We talked about Psychopomp for a little bit. On Tuesdays, he's looking in your soulful eyes. On Thursday, he's poking around in your gut. What? Is that part of the lyrics? Did I miss that? Oh, it is. That is just a part of the lyrics. The song, silly? Yeah, it is the part of the song. I don't know if this fellow sounds happy. I cannot tell. He seems a little bit disgruntled. Slightly. Ay, ay, ay. What else shall happen today? He also has a song, but you can't listen to it because you're American. That sounds interesting. Why is it just not released in America? Or is it because it's in another language? Wanna listen to it? Nah, I think I'm good. I think I'm good. I mean, if you're telling me I can't listen to it because I'm American, maybe there's a reason for it, you know? I know, I know. No need to too hard. I fucking don't like having sore muscles at all. I want a Pop-Tart. Cinnamon Pop-Tart. I like cinnamon Pop-Tart because it's good. That's it. That's all the reason I need. It's good. Not good for me, but good for tongue tasting. Tongue tasting? That is not the word I wished. That just sounds weird. Tongue and tasting. I can never phrase anything correctly. Watch the text for Quran Quran. I don't even know what Quran Quran is. I'm gonna play Caramel Dancing. A song? Well, describe, you know? Don't just say, do this. Yali gets confused. Music! Yes, I know. Okay, you're excited, Yuki. You're excited. We'll go to that song. I will look at the text. I'm gonna go read the text. I shall. Do not worry. Why are you catching me in 4K snapping pictures? There is no need for any of that. Okay. Shut up about this. No, I don't care, Firefox. No thanks. I didn't like it when Firefox is like, hey, you want to do this thing? And it's like, no, I do not actually want to do that thing. Quran. That is also an interesting cover art. Okay, can I actually like get to the song, please? I want to know what the I want to know what the lyrics are. Spotify is not cooperating. I'm going to kill. No, I can't say things like that. I didn't settle down. Why won't it let me? Is it because it's not playing? I feel like it's probably because it's not playing. And that's why it's like not gonna let me look at this the lyrics. Whatever. Okay, no, it lets me do it for another song. Okay, let me click back on this one. Yeah. It just doesn't show me the lyrics for Quran. I would just go on Google. I see. Maybe because you're American. You think? I understand why you said this was not music I could listen to. He also has one called Allah's Plan. I feel like there's somebody else who also has something similar like that I've heard. The edge is there. That is certainly true. Yeah, you think you're gonna get your ass deported? Excuse me. I don't think you understand how deportation works, but that's okay. I'm gonna put that away. I forgot what I was doing. It's probably not too important. If I forgot about it, probably not important. I'm gonna put that away. I'll figure it out as I go. I did want to do like a philosophy stream. I tried to do I just don't know how that would work, like a philosophy stream, because I want to learn philosophical things. But then again, like, how would I do that? In a way that I actually could retain the information. You know how it works? It just works differently in America. Certainly, certainly. I guess it would depend on what philosopher I want to start with. Did they? Oh well. Let me see. What are some people that are popular in philosophy? I guess there's that guy. That's very descriptive of me. There's that guy, you know, that guy. Like, what the fuck? Who am I talking about? Yeah, that guy. Can I even spell his name? Okay, that's definitely not how you spell that. Okay, there we go. This should help me. Okay, that's not helping me, actually. I'm like looking up a thing, hoping it leads me to the person's name, and then it just doesn't. Okay, come on, Wikipedia, give me names. There we go. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. Names. Copy that. Paste that. I kind of want to smell cut grass. I miss that smell. I don't know why. I wish to gain the smell of freshly cut grass. Or perhaps rain. Concrete smell. What's that? I've heard there's a name for that. The smell of rain, like, on concrete. I do not know who gave it a name, but there is a name for that smell. And I still have forgotten to shave. I'm a dummy. Okay, I'll definitely do that today if I just could bother to not forget. That would be great and grand and glorious. Do you think anybody has ever pickled strawberries? I feel like that is the grossest thing around. Like, it could work because strawberries are already sour as they are, but I don't know. I don't know. Pickled strawberries. That has to be a thing. There's no way nobody's tried that before. Where's the playlist I had before? Alotolosaurus? Alotolosaurus. What about that? What about that particular creature? Assuming that is indeed a creature. Me when I don't press the right buttons? Me? Why me? What did I do? Okay. Let me look at that, and then if it's something ugly and stupid, I'm gonna be offended. Olotolosaurus. Lotosaurus. Olotolosaurus. I see. You just added an extra O. It is indeed a creature. That much is true. When did this fucking dinosaur-looking thing even exist? It's like a little one. A Lotosaurus. Lotosaurus is, or was, I should say, 1.5 to 2.5 meters, or about 4.9 to 8.2 feet long, and a heavy-built quadruped. It was a herbivore, shearing off leaves with its toothless, beaked jaw. Lotosaurus, like some members of the Paposauroidea, had a sail on its back, granting it an appearance superficially similar to that of the Permian Paleosaurus, like Dimetrodon and Adiphosaurus, although not as high. Just a little guy. There's also a dinosaur you may not name. I know which one you refer to. Scientists sure have fun with things, don't they? When they can get away with it, they'll just do it. Yes, the one with 500 teeth. A very odd amount, you know? Crazy amount of teeth. What are you gonna do with all them teeth, you know? Like, there's no reason to have that many teeth. No, you don't need it. You don't need that many teeth. Simply put, you do not need that many teeth. It is unreasonable. Some for grandma. Grandma, I mean, sure. If you're giving out teeth to multiple grandmas, then you may need 500 teeth. If you're giving a whole neighborhood's worth of grandma's teeth. I should not think the things that I think. You know, maybe having like a little dinosaur friend would be kind of cool. Like not even like a carnivore, just like a little herbivore guy, you know? Little herbivore that you can just pick up and just put him somewhere. Just put him wherever you want. Just, as long as you can pick him up, you know, and then you just plop him down wherever the hell you want to put him. Or there has to have been like very small dinosaurs, because that one was not that big, but it was still bigger than a person. Small herbivore dinosaur. I cannot spell today for the life of me. That's okay though. Okay, 9 smallest dinosaurs and prehistoric animals. Let's see. Okay, that's the one that's basically a bird. That's a carnivore. The smallest sauropod. Ah, yes, that's certainly small. Aquilops. What's an aquilops? I've never seen that before. Aquilops are the true outlier in the Ceratopsian family tree, whereas most ancestral horned and frilled dinosaurs hailed from Asia. Aquilops was discovered in North Africa in sediments dating to the Middle Cretaceous period, which was a long time ago. You wouldn't know it, but the descendants of the Aquilops millions of years down the line were multi-ton plant eaters like Triceratops and Styracosaurus. Huh. Little thing became a big thing eventually. Isn't that interesting? I gotta show you guys how this thing even looks. This thing it's not what you would think would become a Triceratops down the line. I'm just gonna call this thing this thing. Look at this thing. I don't know how big they're supposed to be. I want to look it up. Yeah, shrink picture. Leave it, I don't know, in the corner. What was this thing's name again? Aquilops. Aquilops. Let's see. Early herbivore and the Ceratopsian, yeah. I want to know how big it was. Okay. Estimated the total length of the Aquilops at 60 centimeters and its weight at 1.5 kilograms. Very small. These things are just little babies. Little babies that run around and eat grass, probably. Or other plants. Probably just a mixture of anything they can come across. I forgot that I was supposed to try and keep up the deep voice. Try to speak from the stomach. Rah, 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 rah. Don't roar at. Do not roar at me. Don't roar at me. Rah! That's not really a roar face, but you know, close enough. Close enough. Maidladdle. You forgot about this, didn't you? I bet you forgot about this. You will? No, you will not, because I said so. You will listen to me, and you will listen good. You will not roar at me. That is the end of that conversation. Beginning, middle, end. Don't fucking look at me like that. You've seen this before. It's been a while, certainly. Does not mean you can just look at me like that, alright? You're gonna get me... You're gonna get me, You're gonna get me worried, you know? You're gonna get me worried. Not gay? Why gay? Wearing clothes doesn't make you gay. It's just clothes, Yuki. You goober. You goofball. Maybe it would make you feel some gay things. 'Cause of the way I act? What does that mean? What does that mean? What do you mean by this? What do you mean because of the way I act? You better explain yourself. Gay man. You are not getting tea later this afternoon. And I am not tucking you into bed either. That's gonna be your punishment tonight. No tucking you into bed. Fine, you have yogurt. Not if I have anything that's actually, you can have the yogurt. That's fine. I will not stop you from consuming the yogurt. But you'll have to clean the spoon yourself. The yogurt, you're too tired to open. Yuki, how can you be too tired to open yogurt? Just, like, I don't wish to sound mean, but it's a yogurt lid. You got this. You have the strength in you. You are unyielding in many ways, and this way is one of them. Do not yield to the yogurt. I could. Then you have to get up, open it, and eat it. Those are good things, because that means you get to eat yogurt, and yogurt is worth all those things. What type of yogurt even is it? I'm curious. I am curious as to what kind of yogurt it is. Tiring, mild. I don't think that describes the flavor. I mean, I guess it could. No taste, just yogurt. So Greek yogurt? Is that what you're saying? You're eating Greek yogurt. Because well, at least Greek yogurt is sour. So if it's not even sour, and it's just yogurt, then I wouldn't really, I don't know, would that even, I've got not a clue. Not a single clue. Just yogurt. Yeah, but just yogurt still has a flavor. Not sour? That's why mild. I suppose. I'll have to take your word for it. I have no evidence to conclude otherwise on my side, for you are the one with the yogurt, and unless I was there and eating your yogurt, which I would not do because it is your yogurt, then I simply cannot find a conclusion. 'Tis the way it is. Oh, goodness. I need to not make such noises. That is not good. You can't eat yogurts with fruit pieces in it. Why not? Do you not enjoy the texture? Did you spell pieces right? Maybe. No. Hold on. No, it's Piecis. Peace like that is peace. As in, like, suing for peace, or I want peace. So it'd be pieces, like that. I'm pretty sure, anyway. Yes, that's the way to spell it. I double checked. It's a weird word, I suppose. Because you would think it'd be like Pisces, right? Something like that. It's simply the English language being English again. I know not the reasons. I am no linguist. You hate when yogurt has little pieces in it? They get mushy too? Bleh. You know what? Fair enough, I suppose. I guess the mushiness would be bothersome to some. I never thought about it that much because it simply never bothered me. But I suppose it would make sense that its sogginess would be bothersome. What about eating it with granola, though? Do you like the crunchiness of the granola with your yogurt? Because I like granola in my yogurt. I think that's very tasty. Because, you know, I like crunchy stuff. I remember having this granola one time that had It was like honey cinnamon, almost. It was pretty nice. Pretty good, if I do say so. Ah, well. Ah, well. Well, well, well. You know, it's been a while since I've seen a well. I do know of a couple of locations for wells, or maybe just one. There was one in somebody's front yard one time. Not one time, but as in, like, I passed by it only once, and I was kind of surprised, because it was just, like, this was in town, you know? It wasn't, like, in the country or nothing. It was just, like, a well in front of this person's house. And I was like, that's weird. you don't you don't see that often. There is something underneath my nail that I need to get rid of. There we go. Hmm. I want an apple now. I could get an apple, but I will not get an apple. I will save it for later. Damn. You roared again in my presence. You certainly are a peculiar roarer. That's not a nice word. Roarer. Roar, roaring, roarer. Roar, roarer. Roarer sounds better than roarer. But to be fair, you did spell rar, not roar. So I should be calling you a roarer. It makes me sound like a dog. Roarer, 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 roarer. You're having your fun with me, aren't you? I think that's just rarer, actually. No, how do you spell rarer? Rare, no, rare. Yeah, it's the opposite. Rarer. Yeah, it would be R. No, wait. Yeah, rare, rarer, rarer. Now that one's just nonsense. Let's be honest. That one says nonsense. Blah blah blah, blah blah blah. I do not go blah blah blah. Rarer, rarer. I do not see how they equal. What do you mean by this? What do you mean? The synapses are not connecting. And what? What's with the photo again? What are you doing? Caught? What do you mean caught? What are you catching exactly? You've caught nothing. Fish? Fair enough. El pescado is a witnessing. It's a thing to witness. Not many get the pleasure of doing so. So be glad you can while you still can. For one day, El Pescado may not be here. One day. But that day shall not be. Not yet, anyhow. My eyes are burning a small bit. He isn't even a trout. He's too bony. How do you know that? How do you know he's too bony? You've not seen the inside of El Pescado to know if he's bony or not. Like, he could be boneless, for all you know. We both know El Pescado is a strange one already. Anything could be possible with El Pescado. You just need to be more open to that, you know? Trouts have a thing higher in their back. You mean that, like, funny fin thing? Well, no, that would be something different. Never mind. I think you're referring to the trout, and you're saying this is not a trout. But it does have, like, a fin on its back. It's just all the way back there. Near the tail. Too low? Maybe he's just a little different. Let's try not to give El Pescado a identity crisis. You know, I think that's the last thing El Pescado needs is to deal with an identity crisis. It's already spinning in the air. I don't know how much more it can handle. Do you think a small cyclone would happen if you put El Pescado in the water? Like, because he would just keep spinning, right? So, like, the water would kind of just, like, whoosh, whoosh, you know? And then it would just keep going forever. Is a cyclone what I'm actually, like, trying to refer to? Hold on. What's a cyclone again? Cyclone. A cyclone is a large air mass that rotates around a strong center of low atmospheric pressure counterclockwise in the northern hemisphere and clockwise in the southern hemisphere as viewed from above. Okay. So the answer is maybe. The answer I found is maybe El Pescado could cause a cyclone. If he spins quick enough and is at a higher altitude than he is at the moment, but not high altitude. He still needs to be in low altitude. Well, El Pescado is white sturgeon. Really now? Let me see. White that's not how you spell sturgeon. Sturgeon. Let me look upon the imageries. I don't know. I don't think so. He doesn't... Well... Actually... Huh. Well, would you look at that? I'm just, like, comparing El Pescado to the pictures I'm looking at right now. And, like, yeah. It looks pretty close to a sturgeon. Has the same white stuff on the back. I don't see, like, the little whiskers. I think he may have the whiskers as well. Sturgeon. I would have never known. How did he figure this out? How do you figure this out so quick? What? Why are you so smart? Well, at least we know now. You like sturgeons? Makes sense. You have referred to the sturgeons before in separate conversations. So now we know. El Pescado is not a trout, but a sturgeon. A lot of these sturgeons I'm looking at in photos, like, they grow pretty big. That means that pescado is like a baby. I like sturgeons. I like sturgeons, Dr. Dan. Dr. Han. That show. Mixed feelings about that show. Because I watched a couple, I think I watched like the first season or something like that. Now it's like, entertained, but I don't think it's, how would one say, entertaining? Baldolatl? What, you want to see Baldolatl? Is that it? Is that what you want? Do you not feel satisfaction with Maidlatl? Well, I suppose it cannot be helped. It cannot be helped that you wish and satiate for more, despite what I give. There we go, Baldolotl. It's more like sheer Dolotl, but, you know, close enough. Yay! I feel naked like this. This is wrong. Everything about this is wrong. I am exposed in ways I simply cannot explain. Baldolotl matches my voice. You know, I was gonna say something in reference to my dick, but I'm going to keep that out of the conversation. Pretty? How? How is Baldolotl pretty? I'm bald. You would think that is the opposite of such a thing. And don't be surprised. Don't be surprised. You can't mention it and stop. You have to say it now. You said this Baldolotl matches with my voice. And I was gonna say this dick matches with your mouth. That's what I was gonna say as a retort. As you can see, there is a reason why I stopped. I did swear long ago. I sort of forgot this promise that I would say whatever came up to my mind. So maybe I shouldn't stop myself. I just hope you're ready for that, you know? I do not believe that you are ready for such a thing. But here it is. And it shall continue to be so. Ow. What does that even say? Wow. Wow. Okay, I don't like this playlist anymore. Let's see, what else is there to play? Playlist. I need a playlist! I'm gonna throw 10 spiders into a blender. And then milk and a couple of fruits and call it a day. Rar. Is that supposed to be you drooling? Like, I don't I don't know what this one's supposed to be. I gotta make sure I don't play anything weird on accident. Let me see. Okay, this only has a couple of songs, not a lot. So, what can I do? Do you like sturgeons? I suppose I do. I like el pescado. I don't know if I like sturgeons as a whole, but I do like el pescado. And el pescado is a sturgeon. So perhaps you could say that I do like sturgeons. What other facts do you know about sturgeons? Do you know any facts about sturgeons? There we go. A nice, lovely thing. Why did I sound like that? I need to not sound like I'm moaning whenever I stretch. I would like that to not be a thing. It's gonna give people the wrong ideas. I thought about making like a little cutie patootie, like little PNG of myself, but I don't know how to pervlottle. Not pervlottle. Now that's just unfair. That is unfair judgment cast upon me. I am thinking what people on the internet always speak their minds about. Because if you do one too many stretches and you make one too many little sounds like I tend to do, people start getting freaky. And I don't mind people getting freaky, but I have to temper myself. Did you hear about that lady that gave birth on live stream here on Twitch and that they just let that shit go? Like, it was not a banned stream. It was like one of the most viewed streams, I think, on all of Twitch. Strange how that can be a thing. And yet, if you see an anime girl showing too much hip, boom, ban. Weird little place this is. Weird little place. I'm gonna throw a strawberry at you. 3, actually. A big one, a medium-sized one, and then one that's not even a strawberry. It'll be like a pillow that's shaped like a strawberry. For the purpose of sending a message. You'll eat them, including the pillow, or just the strawberries that are actually strawberries? You best not eat the pillow. I know you're moth-coated at the moment, but I don't think it will suit your stomach very well. What in the world? There we go. Sorry about that. My stomach growling. Oh. I almost hurt my jaw right there. You know, I don't know, but you know. I don't know, but you know. And you know, but I don't know. But you know. Yet, I do not know. My mind has ran into a wall. What if you simply stubbed your toe in the middle of the night? Would you make a sound, or would you keep it in? This is very important. I ask because it will relate to how I think about other situations in which you may be in during the night. Sound? I see, I see. I don't know where my mind was going. Tomorrow is another day. May I return to the standard gelato form? I miss my hair. I miss my hair. It makes me feel clothed. What is this video? Junkyard computers. I don't know what they mean by this, but I guess this guy's channel is like a tech channel? Sorta, kinda? Yeah. I guess this guy likes messing around with old computers. Assuming it's a fellow. I don't know if it's a fellow. Happy Choice is the name of the channel. don't wanna gatekeep, you know? I will return to the standard gelato form with all my hair back. Because I'm luscious. Luscious? Maybe that's not the word I want to use, but it is the word that came out of my mouth. You know, I don't know what would happen if you just wrapped up your wiener in like duct tape. Somebody must have tried that before. I feel like that is something that has definitely happened and probably hurt to take off. Ew. Okay, why am I thinking of like an even worse situation? I went from duct tape to super glue. And yeah, I had to stop that thought process before it got any grosser. You know what I miss? The GameCube. I miss a GameCube. I remember playing games on the GameCube with those little small discs that would go in there. I believe there were small discs, right? Yeah, you would like pop the top open and just kind of boop, put the little cube, not the cube, the disc in there. That was fun. That was definitely fun. What games did I used to play? What was was that the one with the funny looking remote? Hmm. I'm actually not sure if the GameCube was the one that had like like the three handle type of remote. I think that was maybe one type of remote. You need a minute. You'll be back. That's quite all right. Take all the time you need. Take all the time you need. I shall not be going anywhere anytime soon. That much I assure you of. What do I wish to shuck upon? I do not have anything at the top of my mind, for sure. Holy moly. I wish I could, like, sleep a little more normally. If I could sleep a little more normally, then I would have longer streams more often, I think. But it is what it is. Hmm. Damn, that Wii looks fucked up. Kinda wanna eat an omelet. An omelet sounds kinda nice with some ketchup on it. Oh, I clicked back one too many times. I kinda want a bow. I should get a bow. That would be kinda cool. I do not know the law when it comes to bows in this land, though. I do not feel as though I would need any papers for that, but I must double check. Okay, that's a little... What was I looking for now? Whatever. Whatever. Whatever it may be. I don't even know if anybody's doing anything cool today. It is a Monday. I haven't heard of any events occurring. I feel like I would have heard of something if that were the case. Like I said, it's a Monday. Maybe something happened over the weekend. Hmm. Kind of thinking about normal people. And how not normal people are. Anymore, at least. Feels weird to say that. But I think that's kinda true. In an odd way. Is there even a definition of normal anymore? Sorry. I should stop slurring my words a little. Messing them up. Jumbling them. Hmm. Probably not is the answer. I feel like the last time there was just normal people was probably years ago. Okay, as far as I see, nothing's really happened lately. Somebody got suspended on Twitch. Okay, it's another one of these Twitch suspensions where somebody gets suspended for quote unquote fraud despite not engaging in that, which has happened like a million other times before, but well, Twitch just can't stop taking L's. Which reminds me that I gotta do a YouTube stream at some point in the future just to see how that goes. Dude, why do my eyes like look at things and then it's like feels like it takes me like an extra second to actually look at a word. Maybe I need glasses. I mean, it is no. I was gonna say it's kind of dark in this room, but like I'm looking at a screen. I shouldn't need the light to look at a screen. The screen's light should be enough. I still haven't done anything in the Discord. No, no. You know, I don't think I've done like a little hangout in the Discord yet. What would I do though? Hmm. I could just play whatever and just be there in the call. And if anybody wants to drop in, I guess I could just drop in. Oh yeah, okay. There's also the unfortunate truth that Windows, I think Windows support ends tomorrow for Windows 10, which, you know, for people who have been using Windows 10 is unfortunate. I think I'm on 11. Yeah. I've been on 11 ever since I got this computer. So, yikes. Just yikes for everyone who uses Windows 10. I'm not knowledgeable enough to know much of the differences. I know surface level differences, but that's about it. Hmm. Supposed to air as usual, but staff refused to upload it. That's funny. So the staff of Pokemon's podcast or whatever just refused to upload an episode with Hassan in it. And that's all the news there is from that person. Let's see, anybody else with anything interesting? What? Okay, that I don't really care about that. Hmm. No, nothing that I see in this person's thing either. Sag. Now, there's been a few folks I haven't seen stream in a while. I hope they're doing alright. Reddit is once again in some amount of trouble because one, is it not honestly in trouble for something? Okay. Okay, get that tab out of here. What about this? No, they're not really. I need to follow more like kind of not news related stuff, but like, some people that will have kind of funny news. Something regarding just random internet people. It is what it is. What about YouTube? Can I see something on YouTube? Hmm. What is this song? Interesting lyrics so far. I shot myself in the foot again. Just a good way to start, I guess. Hmm. Right, I kind of forgot Battlefield 6. I don't know if Battlefield 6 come out, because I've seen some like videos, not seen them as unwashed, but seen that there are videos of the campaign that are kind of going around. I don't know if there's just like a demo of the game, because I know they've done obviously like beta tests or whatever. Let me see. Battlefield 6. Uh, okay, where am I supposed to look for information on this? I guess on EA's freaking thing. Okay, I have to like submit a bunch of information. Okay, sure, submit that. Okay, it says you can buy now, so I assume it's out. Yep, seems like you can buy it now. Okay, it's out. I didn't even know that. I feel like there would have been more of a like thing once it did come out, considering how much people like the beta and whatnot. Hmm. You know what I'm gonna do? I am gonna use the restroom and then I'll be right back. Alrighty, I returned. My stomach is giving me a hell of a fight right now. Just because I'm hungry, I guess. And I thought I'd eaten enough. When did I eat? Now that I think about it, I suppose it was a little while ago. Should have gotten myself a snack, even if it took me a little bit longer to come back. Ah well, what's done is done. Could have grabbed that apple I was talking about earlier. SMH. Disappointment in myself. No, no, no. What is that? What is that? Okay. Almost got onto something I shouldn't have. Because apparently I can't click on things normally when I'm trying to just pass by them. I kind of forgot what I was talking about before. I don't think I got around to like another topic. I think I was just floating around. I've been watching people play the Mafia games kind of like for the last couple of months. I remember those. Not really for the gameplay. I don't think people ever really liked them all that much for the gameplay, but more so for the story. Because the gameplay of the Mafia games are like, pretty meh. Third one's probably the best out of the three. But then there's like the story, and a lot of people also like Mafia 3's story. And then there's like Mafia 2. Mafia 1 was like, alright. I forgot. There was also Mafia the Old Country. That's the one that I think is the most recent one. I've not seen people play that one. They probably did when it initially came out. And I just never got around to watching somebody play that. Somebody made a video about the Homestuck pilot. Somebody that I do watch at times, so I'm gonna put that video on the watch later list. Sorrow! Hello! How are you doing? What brings you to this humble little stream of mine? I kind of want a can of corn. Like, I just want a can of meat. I don't know why. There's a couple of cans of meat I got, and I just want to eat out of one, like some decrepit, some decrepit soldier in some foreign field. You're drawing right now? You needed something to listen to? Fair enough, fair enough. You'll hear me be silent and then just randomly bring up something. Again and again, it'll just keep repeating. But I hope you're having an alright time with your drawing. You think I really like fishes? Do I? Do I? Maybe I do, or maybe I don't. You never know. You never know. And hello. I hope you both are having a fine day so far. Yeah, depends. It all depends on variables. What the hell kind of question is that? Okay, weird thing to say. Don't know how I feel about that. Just gonna do that because that is just an odd question to ask. At the most random stream you could come across. Was I doing something else? I never finished my schedule. I did say I was just gonna deal with it whenever the time got around for me to actually do things. You know what I like? I do like looking at people's thumbnails a lot of times. People got pretty nice artists to get them nice little thumbnails. And I'm like, damn, they cooking. They cooking sometimes. You're drawing your Sky Kid and you're mostly done, but you feel like you need something floaty in the foreground that what should you add? Something floaty in the foreground. Like a little creature, maybe? I'm not exactly sure what you mean by floaty thing in the foreground, I'll be honest. That's got me a little confused. Just a little bit. Something floaty. Hmm. You were thinking light particles, but a creature could be really cute, actually. Oh, I see what you mean. Well, I mean, as long as it works. As long as it works. I'm happy I could help. Hmm. Right, I was trying to look up philosophy related stuff because I want to do just a random stream of me trying to learn some philosophy. Being, smart and wise. I don't know if I should look at for like a video or. Yeah, that's probably the most straightforward thing, huh? And my stomach just keeps growling like, holy moly, relax. Let's see. That doesn't really work out for what I want to do. Maybe just look up a video on the guy himself? Maybe that would work out better. Oh. Jeez, okay, that's a strange name to spell. There we go. Good thing YouTube already knows. They've got enough information about me. They know what I'm looking for. What about somebody that's not so depressing? I need, like, if I'm gonna have, like, one guy that's very depressing to know about, I need somebody to balance that. Hmm. Maybe they're all depressing to know about, to be fair. Philosophers have never been necessarily known to be happy. You know what would be so good right now? Garlic bread. Oh my god, garlic bread would be so good. So, so good. Oh no, it's starting. It's starting. Are the messages available? Yeah, your messages are right there. You just typed one, Teresia. It's right there. Hmm. Who else should I look up? Let's see. I'm gonna scroll through Twitch again just to see what people are doing. Not a lot, to be fair. I don't get the most interesting things popping up on my Twitch feed or whatever you wish to call it. The browsing area? Browse page? Whatever. Somebody's eating soup. There's just somebody eating soup. Town to city. That's like a little game, I guess, where you probably build a town. That sounds cool, though. Somebody's doing some kind of tier list. I think on the Halloween movies, which makes sense. It is Halloween. Well, it's October. It's not Halloween yet, but it's October. One person has like a little character that's like a little bread priest. What is that? That's kind of cute though. I like that. Bread priest. I had to like double check to make sure I hadn't accidentally silenced myself. Would not be the first time. There has been times before where I've kind of just incidentally silenced myself on my mic without noticing. Yo, Kalesh is streaming as well. It's been a while since I've watched Yokalesh. I still don't know how her name's supposed to be pronounced. You know what's a weird problem I keep having? I keep having like the skin like near the what do you call it? That upper part of like where your fingernail is at, just kind of just not being the best. And little bits of like skin just keep wanting to I don't even know how to describe it just cuz I just don't know how to describe it. It's nothing crazy. Maybe I just need to lotion up my hands. Hmm. No, the F9 is streaming. I remember watching that guy's videos back in the day. Now, was it Thaf9 or Da F9? It's one or the other. Thaf9 probably is the way you pronounce that. I need to check on whether I can run Amnesia, because that one is a game I've been wanting to play for a while, but I still don't know if I can. Okay. Well, it says I can. On like a third, party site, which are, that they're all right on the trustworthiness. Oh, hiccup. I feel like Amnesia is one of those games that just never lowers in prices, at least from what I've seen. Let me check on Steam. Okay, Amnesia, The Dark Descent. I know I probably won't be able to play The Bunker, because that one's more modern. Okay, yeah, I can definitely run this one. I'm pretty sure it's pretty long too, or, relatively speaking. How much is it? $20. I could wait to see if there's like a sale near Halloween time. It's always plausible that Steam might just have a sale on a bunch of horror games. There's like a bunch of Amnesia games, isn't there? There's The Bunker, there's Rebirth, Dark Descent, Machine for Pigs. Yeah, I think Machine for Pigs, yeah, that's basically the second one. Then Rebirth would be number 3, and then The Bunker is the fourth. I did not hear a lot of people liking Amnesia Rebirth. I heard a lot of good things about Machine for Pigs. And then there was The Bunker, which I heard was also kind of good. You do get to shoot people in that one. We're not people. I mean, I guess you technically do in the beginning. I've seen people play Amnesia the Bunker, so I know you get to shoot at least 2 people, 3 technically, because there's also the guy that's kind of imprisoned, the German dude, because you're a French guy, I think. It's based in World War One, right? So you get to shoot 2 people in the beginning, and then you are in the bunker. Then there's the monster that's in the bunker, and then there's the poor prisoner who you unfortunately use as bait. I'm pretty sure to get past a section, and I think you can choose on whether to open up the gate to where he's imprisoned or not. Let me see. Can I play the Send a Machine for Pigs? Let's see. Let's see. This one should have relatively the same. Yes, a little bit more in terms of minimum specs, but I think I could also run that one no problem. Don't know about Rebirth, because that one came out 2020. Maybe. Damn, the storage is like 35 gigabytes though. Rough. Maybe I could run all of them actually. Now that I'm looking at these specs, I'll have to try. At least with like when the time comes, I suppose. Definitely gonna put it on my wish list so that I can just have it there, along with the 20 other games that I've yet to buy that are just there. What is this? Penumbra Collector's Pack. Penumbra. I feel like I've seen someone play that before. Oh, wrong button. View page. Okay, Penumbra Black Plague Gold Edition, and then Penumbra Overture. I don't know if these two are supposed to be the same game. It's not a lot of money, though. It's like $10. Hmm. I'm trying to see if it's the same developer. Okay, yeah, it's the same developer as the Amnesia people. That's why it was showing up there. Oh, they also make Soma? Huh. I guess that would make sense since Soma has literally like the same game mechanics. How did I not know this before? Soma was like one of my favorites that I've like seen others play. I never played it myself because I didn't have the chance to play it for a long time. But like, I did watch it and it was like one of my favorite games to watch somebody play. So the fact that I don't know that it was made by the same people that made Amnesia is weird to me. Okay, put that on the wish list and I'll come back to that at some other point. There are some discounts here on Steam for games that I probably wouldn't play. Let's see if there's anything cool, though. Man, Lord Fallen. Lord of the Fallen. I remember that trailer for that game. I don't think all that many people played it. And that's all there is for that. I think funny enough, I've looked at web fishing before, and I'm like 90% sure. Uh, no, I couldn't. I can run that. Why did I think I couldn't run that? That's weird. What made me think I couldn't run that? Because that's something told me I couldn't. I'll put that one on a wish list as well. Pretty sure you just fish in that game. That's literally it. You're just a little cat dog thing, and you get to go around and fish. Alright, let me keep looking for games here. Looking. Fucking tabletop simulator. I forgot that game existed. Buddy Simulator 1984. What's that all about? Okay, it's only a demo right now, or is it? I don't know. Little Nightmares 3 came out. That's a... Didn't even hear that Little Nightmares 3 was getting developed, let alone actually, like... actually, like, came out as a game. There is Deep Rock Galactic. That is a game. That is certainly a game that can be played. What's this random game? Threshold. Not heard of that one. Seems like a... Okay, it's a psychological horror. Where's the description? High in the mountains, an endless train thunders through a decaying station. This is the border post. Your job is simple. Blow a whistle to keep the train on schedule. But the air is thin up here. I wonder why that's important. The mention of the train, not the train, the air being thin. Seems kind of interesting. If just if just to just walk around. I feel like there's these kinds of games that are like that, or just to you just walk around, talk to people, you know, random NPCs, and then do basic tasks. And feel slightly unnerved throughout the whole thing. Julian Eville. Okay, this is apparently the first from this fellow. What about the publisher, though? Critical Reflex. Okay, I think there was... Yeah, they seem to be responsible for the publishing of a lot of games. Yeah, Mouthwashing, Arctic Eggs. I've heard of those two. Oh, Buckshot Roulette is also under their belt, and so is Lunacid. Wish I've played those both. I really did like Lunacid. I'm Not Human and Eclipsium are also under their belt. Let me see. Popular, upcoming. Not too bad, not too bad. I need to drink my water before I forget about it. It's just been sitting here next to me this entire time. There we go. That's like a good half of that. Throat quenched. I guess it wouldn't be your throat that's quenched, it would be your thirst. I don't know how you would quench a throat, now that I think about it. Hmm. Tired. For no reason. That's okay. And my eyes are burning again for like the third time. The third time on stream. Man, I want chicken nuggets. I want some chicken nuggets or something. I just want, like, I'm really just craving fried food. Alright, I think that's all the games I'm gonna find for now. Okay, another kind of cool thing came up on my recommended thing, but I'm not gonna look at it right now. Maybe it'll pop up again. Maybe it won't. I will never know. Oh yeah, the freaking season 4 of Invincible. Well, the teaser trailer came out for it like a few days ago. Forgot about that. I think I watched like part of it, only a bit, not the whole thing. I mean, it's only a couple of minutes, but I'll watch the show when it gets here. Like I'll watch it when it gets here. Hmm. I think I got nothing else to really get through today. Think I kind of did all I wanted to do so far, anyhow. Hmm. Think I'll cut it short today. Because I am growing just hungry and it's getting a little annoying. So I shall bid thee farewell. I hope you all have a great rest of your mornings, afternoons, evenings, and nights, wherever and whenever you are. May the gods bless you. May the stars shine in your honor. Sorrow, good luck with your drawing. Hope your drawing ends up well. And I'll see you all in the next one. Bye bye.